Welcome everyone to Side Draft and welcome to another race review. We haven't done one of these in forever, so
wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So we're going to get back into it, but instead of doing all three videos, like three videos for all three series, we're going to put them into one big little basket.
Yeah,
big little basket.
See if you like this one a little better.
Yeah, so let us know how you like this review. So had some great racing from Darlington this weekend.
Yeah, some great finishes too.
A lot of playoff implications, crashes, and it was just all over the place. So let's get into it. The first race that was up was the Xfinity Series. They raced on Saturday, and we had Denny Hamlin who's in the field, so he's trying to crash the party for everybody.
Yeah, it's like here the Xfinity drivers are. It's like, yeah, we get to go at Darlington, and they're going to throw in Denny Hamlin too. So yeah, a lot of fans was asking about the fast picks. If we're going to change our picks, but it's because Denny Hamlin's in it, and we said no.
No, because
we did.
Yeah, we recorded fast picks before we realized Denny Hamlin was in it. So Briscoe and Justin Haley, that was on the front row. Haley did pretty well up until some front damage from Justin Allgaier, and Allgaier had an awesome throwback.
Yeah, I really loved the throwback of his car. I always liked the Junior Motorsports, the flames. I always liked that car.
And then would have a caution very early on with Anthony Alfredo. He would slide up into Daniel Hemrick, and that would cause Ryan Sieg and Brandon Brown to have some damage as well. Ryan Sieg had some major damage.
Yeah, but a good rebound towards the end. It's pretty awesome by that team.
I was really shocked to see Ryan Sieg up front towards the end.
Yeah, once again, the curse continues for Daniel Hemrick. Always trying to do good, just trying to get caught up in everything else.
Yeah, I'm not sure when his bad luck is going to end.
He's got to get rid of that rain cloud. It's like go away or something.
I think the best thing is to just win one, and then they'll all go away. So we'll see if that would happen. But Denny Hamlin, he ran away with it. He won stage 1, went on to win stage 2. But at the end of stage 2, as you see here on the screen, Noah Gragson got into Chastain just a little bit. Then Noah Gragson spun it out.
Yeah, I believe he just drove too hard in the turn there and realized it wasn't going to stick. Instead of just trying to lean on Chastain, I know he got into him a little bit, and they both got. Chastain scraped the wall some, but Noah really tried to stay off of him. And great drive by Noah. To stay off the wall, just getting the gas and saved it. Great driving, dude.
Really great driving. It's really shown how mature he's gotten past couple of years in Xfinity.
Yeah, definitely so. I'm glad he's going to stick around in Xfinity for another year, and I just can't wait to see how good his talent's going to be.
And then next stage, Brett Moffitt, he had some, I don't know if it was for some contact, but for some reason he was like spewing oil all over the track, and it took NASCAR a long time to throw the caution, and that would cause Chase Briscoe, he would spin.
He's leading the race.
Yeah, he was leading at the time.
Oil and stuff, and man.
And then he would get spun, but we talked about Noah's amazing save, but Chase Briscoe's, man, he somehow didn't get too much damage from that.
Yeah, definitely so. He could have just really destroyed his car, but he got a little bit of damage. But it was just these young drivers are getting some good talent and controlling these cars.
And somehow did not hit Harrison Burton.
Somehow.
I
don't see how. Harrison Burton was coming there at the bottom of the apron and somehow got by.
And this is just the beginning, because we'd have this amazing battle for the win between Ross Chastain. Chastain passed Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, because right here, this caution, I believe they have some of them got fresh tires and some of them didn't. So.
Yeah, and Chastain was able to pass Hamlin on pit road. I don't know if that was that caution or the one before, but this put Chastain in the spot to win.
Mm-hmm.
He was leading. Denny Hamlin was chasing him, and around 7 laps to go, that's when they had like this awesome battle.
Which at that time we was actually at a restaurant,
Yeah.
and they happened to have the Xfinity race on a TV screen. And I was like, "Oh, cool! We get to watch the race when we're sitting here because celebrate Emily's birthday." And Denny kind of scrapes the wall, and I holler, "Yeah!" like that, and it's like everybody just jumps. I'm like, "Sorry, I was." That was fun.
Everybody was like, "What the heck is that guy doing over there?" So yeah,
it was a great battle towards the end with Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin. I mean, Denny he'd get a good run on Chastain, but Chastain gets a run off. I mean, great driving by Ross Chastain.
Yeah, it's something with Ross Chastain and these Cup guys at Darlington. We saw him and Harvick a couple of years ago, and now Denny Hamlin, he did a dive bomb on Chastain, and Chastain. I think Chastain tried to avoid him there, but just didn't work, and they plowed into each other.
Yeah, because Denny, I mean, he did a really, I mean, I guess the only chance he had to do, but I believe that's a rookie move to just drive it that hard into the turn, and you can't handle it. Just you wash up the track, and you hit the wall, and I guess it's the only chance he thought he had, but Chastain, he's already committed to the high side. He tried to turn and just got in the back end of him because Chastain's running for a championship. I mean, don't mess up these Xfinity drivers.
Yeah, and Chastain, I believe Chastain got locked into the playoffs after this race, so it's not like he was on the bubble or anything.
Yeah.
But still, be courteous to the
It
to the
could have been
playoff
a lot
drivers.
worse, but it's like the roll went back a couple years ago. Because Brandon Jones just cruised on through and got that victory.
Yeah, Jones was running them down, and then I believe he would have won anyway if it would have stayed, even if they didn't crash. But he was just really fast and stole the win from the Cup guy and the Watermelon Man. So great finish, and congratulations to Brandon Jones. Really exciting to watch in Red Robin.
Yeah, it's like, definitely so. It was a really exciting finish to a great race.
And Brandon Jones, I believe this is his third win of the season, so he's really racking up some wins, and he can make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, in the past he's ran really great, but couldn't get the finishes. So it's great to see him turn that around and starting to get some wins here.
So I believe the Xfinity still has a few more races to go before we talk about the playoffs. But let's talk about the Truck Series now. Which Brett Moffitt and Sheldon Creed does on the front row. GMS has been really dominant lately with Zane Smith and Creed, and they showed that today as well. Brett Moffitt would hold off Austin Hill to win stage 1, and they just showed a lot of speed.
This seemed like a Moffitt kind of a track. I don't know why. It's just he runs really great. He just hadn't had the finishes he really needs lately. But I believe he's really making his teammates really catch up and helping them out a lot.
How cool is it to have the trucks race at Darlington with the throwback paint schemes? I believe those trucks look the best out of all the series.
Probably so. I mean, it is really great to see the throwbacks on the trucks, and it's great to see the trucks back at Darlington. It's been a while.
Out of all of them, I think my favorite was Matt Crafton's throwback to himself in 2009.
I'm throwing it back to myself. And by the way, I got my own throwback shirt here.
Throwback shirt. Matt Crafton, he did a throwback, but he didn't do a throwback. It's the same exact paint scheme he ran in 2009. So
his paint scheme don't change much.
so
we got to sell on yellow paint.
And then Sheldon Creed, he'd go on to win stage 2. Like we said, GMS has just been really, really dominant, and it really showed. Looked like Sheldon Creed was just going to cruise to the victory, but late race caution with Josh Rayom, David Reagan. Yeah, David Reagan was in this race, as well as Greg Biffle and Trevor Bayne. So we got to see some throwback faces in there.
Yeah, but they didn't really show much.
Yeah, I think out of all of them,
I figured Biffle would go and win another one.
Yeah, I thought so too. And David Reagan, I think he was the most impressive out of all of those. He ran up inside the top 10 several times, but unfortunately he got into this wreck. And great way to welcome him back to a race, because he was trying to get into a truck race forever, but because of the COVID-19 regulations, you can't qualify for a race, and you're out if there's too many people in the race.
Yeah, it's just COVID stuff just really messed everything up.
Yeah, definitely. So thankfully we don't have to wear a mask while we're doing these.
Yeah.
So we still got that, but that would cause another pit cycle or pit stop in Sheldon Creed. What you don't want to do, speed on pit road, and that's what he did. And some drivers would stay out, such as Ben Rhodes and Derek Kraus, and that would really help Ben Rhodes.
Definitely so.
Because he was able to... Another great battle between him and Derek Kraus. Kraus had it for a little bit, and then Ben Rhodes power right back by him.
Yeah, because he kind of gave Rhodes the high line, and Rhodes just took the high road.
Took the high roads. And then Ben Rhodes would go on to win his first race in over 2 years.
I mean, how many times in Fast Picks have we picked Ben Rhodes and come up short, and the one we don't, and he wins? Like, come on, man, get with the program.
Yeah, the one time we don't pick him. So maybe that's the key for Ben Rhodes to win.
But great run by Kraus to finish second. That's an awesome job by him.
Yeah, so there's the top 10 up on the screen there, and let's move to the Cup Series.
Let's move on.
So, playoff time. It's kind of weird to think that it's playoff time because I've been thinking, wow, this year's been so long, but also it's been so short. It's really weird to think about.
Yeah, the schedule's been kind of crazy, and everything's been kind of nuts here lately.
So I'm really excited to get into the playoff because we're kind of in the normal schedule now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the Cup race. So Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin, those on the front row of the start. And then Brad Keselowski, he was in the wall early on in stage 1. And he was one of those guys we looked at and said, this guy is making it definitely in the next round. Possibly even the Final 4.
Yeah, I don't know if he cut a tire or just got into somebody and had some damage, got in the wall. That's just part of Darlington.
And then Martin Truex Jr., he would win stage 1. Him and Chase, they seem to be the class of the field in stage 1, and then Chase just gradually fell back. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but he eventually got back in the game later on. Martin Truex Jr. would go on to win stage 2 as well.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be like a Truex kind of day. This is kind of his track. I mean, he just runs the high line, and this is kind of a Gibbs track anyway.
Yeah, and Truex normally wins races like this. He just cruises out there, nobody can touch him. He's just having a heyday out there. But not lately. It just seems like he just can't get that luck. He's had a string of top 5 finishes for forever now, but just can't get that win.
Yeah, definitely so. And we even got to see Kyle Busch, get up there, take a lead, but not long.
Yeah, not too long.
He's trying. I mean, he just hasn't got there yet.
And then we saw some pit strategy in stage 3. Some guys tried to split it in half and just do one pit stop. We also saw Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick. They said, we're going to do 2 pit stops because we think a caution is going to happen. And that's exactly what happened. They got that caution and was able to utilize that. That put Chase Elliott out front, and then it'd be him versus Martin Truex Jr. for the win.
Yeah, and it was a good battle too.
Good battle. Looked like Chase Elliott made a mistake by taking the bottom that one turn.
Yeah, it looked like it really killed his momentum. I don't know if his car just liked the bottom better, or if he was just trying to break the air from Martin Truex. But I believe Martin Truex really got a good run up on him.
And that got Truex that run. He went around, or tried to go around him. Maybe tried to dive bomb a little bit, and didn't work.
I don't think he was all the way clear. I believe him and Chase just barely touched each other and pushed them both into the wall.
Yeah, they both had issues. Truex had to pit, and Chase just wasn't that fast after that. Kevin Harvick, who was in 3rd, we've always called him the closer, Mr. Where Did He Come From? And we got to see another day like that.
Yeah, and Austin Dillon, I thought we're just going to throw him out of the playoffs early, but he stayed in there and almost got the win from Harvick. So.
Yeah, Austin Dillon, he almost broke our playoff bracket early on, first race, and he very could still do that because all three of us had him out of the playoffs, and
don't prove me wrong.
Right now he's sitting not very comfortable up in the playoffs, but not many people are because Harvick and Hamlin have just been taking all the points.
Yeah, definitely so. I think lap traffic might have slowed Harvick down a little bit towards the end, but when Harvick gets up there in the lead, it's hard to get past.
Yeah, Austin Dillon tried to shock the world. Almost happened, but it'd be Kevin Harvick winning his 8th win of the season. And man, he might get up to 10.
He's going for it. I mean, I think he can get there.
Yeah, I might even say get to 11. Just say, well, the 11 won the championship. Yeah, great finish to a dominating race.
And very surprising ones in the very bottom of the playoff list here.
Yeah, let's look at the playoffs real quick. First, Kevin Harvick. He's in the next round, which we kind of already knew that.
Kevin Harvick's going to be here? Okay.
Yeah, so Ryan Blaney, he had a penalty before the race, docked him 10 points. His crew chief said, or he has to not be at Darlington, so he got ejected.
I mean, you don't really want to lose your crew chief or anybody at any race, but definitely not in the playoffs.
Yeah, and this round is going to be complete hell for Ryan Blaney because he's not very good at Darlington. We saw that. And Richmond, he's kind of okay at, not really that great. Bristol, he's good at, but he just has the worst luck.
Yeah, he's got some great runs at Bristol. I mean, he can lead the race. He can just dominate the race, but I think lap traffic really gets to him.
And then Matt DiBenedetto, he did not have a very good Darlington race, and he's going to need some magic.
Come on, Matt D.
Him and Blaney are both 17 points out of the playoffs, which that's doable. It's not, I need a win, but it's,
You definitely go have to run top 5.
Yeah, you're right.
Next 2 races, or at least win the race.
Or at least have some other playoff guys have some big problems. And then Cole Custer, he's just 3 points out. He had an okay day. Clint Boyer, he is tied, but that would put him out of the playoffs right now because Eric Almirola is ahead of him in 12th. Then Kurt Busch, he's 4 points up. Kyle Busch, he's 7 points up. We thought maybe he wouldn't make it past this round, but it's going to be a hit or miss for Kyle Busch.
Yeah, he's definitely got to have some good finishes, no breakdowns or any kind of troubles.
Yes, 7 points. That's not very comfortable in the playoffs. William Byron, 9 points in. Austin Dillon, he's 10 points in. Like we said, it's kind of comfortable, but not that comfortable. Because 10 points, that's one stage without getting any points.
Because you got some really good teams right behind there that could really leapfrog you.
It's going to be tough for Austin Dillon, but I think if he has more runs like Darlington, we could see him in the round of 12.
Maybe so. We'll see what he does at Richmond and Bristol.
And Chase Elliott, 12 points up. Martin Truex Jr., 16 points up. So he could have been locked in.
Yep. I think they'll be okay. They both run very well in the next couple of races.
Yeah, especially Richmond for Truex. And then Bowman, he's 19 points up. And then Keselowski's 22 points and Joey Logano's 27. That's pretty comfortable, but you don't want to have crash outs in stage 1.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the first round and trying to just push yourself too hard.
And then Denny Hamlin, he is very well comfortable with 54 points above the cutoff. He would basically need to wreck in stage 1 both times and have someone surprise winner like Austin Dillon to get him out of this.
So Denny, can you do this for us? Can you wreck out in the first round?
I I think Harvick would love that.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest competition.
Yeah, so basically Harvick and Hamlin's going to have easy rounds up until the final four, as long as they don't have terrible days. Like, they'd pretty much have to have wrecks in stage 1.
They just have to keep doing what they've been doing.
Yeah. So. Don't let anybody get in your head, and then you're in. So, the top 10 from Darlington. We saw Kevin Harvick won the race, Austin Dillon second. Joe Logano, he had some issues in stage 3, somehow finished third. Basically didn't have a back bumper. And then Eric Jones, he was not in the playoffs, but he finished fourth. Man, what could have been.
Yep.
Then William Byron fifth, Alex Bowman sixth, Kyle Busch seventh. Pretty okay day for him. Kurt Busch eighth, Eric Almirola, and Clint Boyer in ninth and 10th. So,
Kurt Busch is really doing what he needs to do, and got some good playoff points. I mean, early on, he got the caution just right and got some playoff points, and so it really helped him out.
Yeah, so this sets up the stage for Richmond, which is going to be, could see some excitement there in the Cup Series. Got some drivers that may think, hey, let's give it all we got and go, and we could see Austin Dillon get that win there, or maybe it could be a Harvick and Denny Hamlin show again.
Yeah, we'll see which team's going to start feeling the pressure and making mental mistakes.
Yeah, well, Ryan Blaney, will he show up to Richmond and go for the win?
We'll see.
I mean, could possibly see that, but hope you all enjoyed this video. Let us know what you think about this style of race reviews. We decided to do it this way because the other way was very time consuming and we didn't really have a life on the weekends. So this way is kind of the best of both worlds, where we still get to review the races but have some time to ourselves as well.
Definitely something that will get everything in one video.
Yeah, so let us know what you think of this, and join us Wednesday. We'll be reviewing some of the throwback paint schemes, some of your favorite ones. So let us know your favorite throwback paint scheme from this weekend, and it can be from any series. If you really like a truck series one, let us know and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you for that on Wednesday, and Fast Picks on Friday. We'll talk more about Richmond, so we'll see you there.